What's up, guys? Welcome back to another rainy video here in Siem Reap. I forgot my backpack the other night at Luke's apartment, so we were going over there today to get it, and all day long it was dark and cloudy, and I kept thinking, well, I'll wait till after the rain. Then it didn't rain, so I said, okay, 4:30, time to go. And now we're down here at Soccer Ground. We got this far, just a little bit more to go, but we're taking shelter right now out of the rain. You can tell it's not raining all that hard, but if you walk around in it, of course, you're gonna get wet. Still, at least we made it this far, right? Anyway, I'm going to tell you guys about a plan Siem Reap has come up with to allow foreigners to get into Angkor Wat and other parts of the Angkor archaeological site for free. That's right. You want to stick around and listen to that. But first, as always, I want to say thank you to all my supporters. And if you want to help support the channel, it's really easy. I got buttons down below for PayPal, Ko-Fi.com. You can join my Patreon. And when you do any of those things, what I will do is send you a copy of my book, Live in Cambodia, a guide for living in the Kingdom of Wonder, and my book of short horror stories called The Things That Happen at Night. I'll send that to you as well. On top of that, you'll get my weekly exclusive content, including exclusive videos, first look videos. Any new breaking information, you'll get it first. So you give to us, we give back to you. That's the way it should be. So I hope you consider it, and I'll put your name on the list. Donate below, give me your email address, and boom, it's just that easy. All right, let's get on with the video. All right, so this video is going to be a little jumpy, more than usual, because my gimbal is in my backpack, so I don't have that. I'll try to take it slow to lessen the effect that looks like I might be in the middle of an earthquake while I'm walking. My phone does not have a good stabilizer on it naturally, so we'll see what we can do about that. But yeah, Cambodia is coming up with this program where they are going to allow long-term expats to have free access to not only Angkor Wat, which is the main temple, by the way, but also the whole Angkor archaeological park, which includes every single temple that you would normally have to pay for. And they're going to let us get in anytime we want for free. That's right. Now, it's just in the beginning stages. It has not taken effect yet. But of course, as more details come out and they refine things, I will let you guys know about it as soon as I hear. But right now their plan is to make it available to anybody who's lived in Cambodia for 2 years or longer. And that would include, no matter what other country you're from. If you've lived here 2 years or longer, you're a long-term expat. They're going to find a way somehow, I believe, to tie it in with your passport. Maybe with a stamp on it, or perhaps just a permanent little ID card that you'll be able to get to let you get free access to the park whenever, like locals do. Currently, as it sits, for a one-day visit to Angkor Wat is $37. 3 days, I believe, is $67, and 5 days is $72 or something like that. I may be off by a couple dollars, but that's about the gist of it. And I know people who have been here for more than 2 years and just didn't want to pay that expense. Never seen Angkor Wat. I did it in my first 2 weeks, but that was me. I wanted to see it. I was excited. Did not disappoint. But it would be nice to be able to go back whenever you want. And there's another reason for this, of course. Cambodia has its own reasons. First of all, it will increase domestic tourism. Because if you think about it, if you don't live in Siem Reap, if you live in Phnom Penh, Sihanoukville, Kampot, somewhere, Banabong, there's the expense of getting to Siem Reap to get into the park. Then there's the added expense of the ticket, which could be, you know, $37 on up. And then there's the expense of getting a guide and a tuk-tuk to do all that. And so, you know, a lot of people don't want to do that unless it's for a specific reason. Like maybe they have friends coming over for a week's vacation, you know, something like that. But they figure this will increase domestic tourism in the country by having people coming from different provinces, foreigners or not, just to visit Siem Reap, spend some money here, get to see Angkor Wat and all the rest of the temples inside that huge complex. And of course, exposure is another reason. They didn't say it, but it kind of makes sense that if you're a foreigner over here and you've lived here 2, 3, 4 years, and the more you promote Angkor Wat, make videos, make vlogs, tell people about it, you have friends that are going to come over, it lessens the expense, right? They would still have to pay the appropriate amount, but you would be able to get in free. And of course, they're expecting, in the next 2 years, they're expecting tourism levels to be almost back to where they were pre-pandemic. And one of the things they've always promoted is, of course, Angkor Wat. Because that's a great, one of the great wonders of the world, you know, largest religious complex in the world. And it's great. I love my day there. A lot I didn't get to see in today. You're not going to be able to take everything in a day. Probably not even 3. Unless you're only going to stay just without, I mean, I always felt like if you go there, you should experience it, not just be on a time rush, you know. Like, I want to see everything, so I can only spend a minute at each place and take some pictures, but whatever you do, I think it's best to just experience it. You're walking around history, man. Thousands and thousands and thousands of years of history. It's pretty awesome, I think. So that is their plan to, at the moment, like I said, it's not finalized and they're still working out details, but I can't wait for that to happen. That'll be pretty sweet, being able to go back to Angkor Wat, take my time, go at my own time without being bound by a certain time with the ticket, you know. And if you're a long-term stay expat, that's what you can look forward to. And somebody did ask me about that. If you have a 1-year visa, they asked, if you're getting your visas yearly, are you considered a resident? The answer is no, you are not considered a resident on a 1-year visa. You're a long-term expat. To get residency right now, you'll have to get in on that new 10-year visa program, which is going to require an investment of at least $100,000 into the country. Or you have to be here 7 years and pass a proficiency test, a Khmer proficiency test. That would be speaking, writing, and reading in Khmer. You have to be at a certain level. And then there's a bunch of paperwork and other things you also have to consider before you can become a resident. So no, your 1-year visa does not let you become a resident or anything like that. Also, as far as that 10-year visa program goes, there's a good article on Khmer Times. I can't find it right now. It must be in their archives. I wanted to leave a link down below, but I couldn't find it before I left. But it does compare the 10-year visa program here in Cambodia with the one in Thailand to see, you know, they make the comparisons showing you what's better about one and what's better about the other one, so you can get all the details on what you need on that. And there were links in that article to all the fine print requirements and everything you would need to get that, including which investments they accept and how to go about that, all that good stuff. So to check out the Khmer Times and dig around in their archives, and you'll see it. It was just there a day or two ago, but couldn't find it on the main page when I went there before I left, so. Yeah, right now we're over here at Kelly's. Gonna stop by and say hi to him before we go on over to Luke's. Grab my backpack finally. I really need to do that. But I just wanted to let you guys know about the Angkor Wat thing. And sounds like a good plan to me. And like I said, as soon as more information is available, I will let you guys know. And also be sure to check out Kelly's latest video, Autumn in Asia. His link is down below in the description. He'll give you the 4 rules of driving in Cambodia while he's driving. He'll show you some of the busier intersections, what it looks like on a motorbike, and you'll see that we're not making this stuff up when we say it's pretty crazy over here. Alright, be sure to check out all my links down below. Like I said, if you want to help support the channel, I really appreciate it. We could use some help this month, and looking forward to hearing from you. PayPal, Ko-Fi.com, or join my Patreon, and I'll give you all the stuff I promised before. In return, just leave me your email address. Now get that done. Also down below are links to other channels vlogging from this part of the country. And you want to check those out, get all the information you can about what's going on over here, see different sites, experience different people's experiences along with them, and you'll be better prepared for when you do move here. Also down below are links to my social media. And don't forget my other channel, Horror Reads. If you like your horror books the way I do, well, every 2 or 3 days I upload a video talking about the latest one I read and give it my review. You might find your next favorite book there, so be sure to subscribe to that. And don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe if you have not. And I will talk to you guys in the next one.